Hello students, in the previous class we discussed about the transportation system in humans and the parts of the circulatory system with its functions. Today we will discuss about another aspect of transportation system, that is excretion in animals. Recall how the undigested food is removed during egestion. Let us now find out how the other waste materials are removed from the body. When our cells perform their functions, certain waste products are released. These are toxic and hence need to be removed from the body. The process of removing the wastes produced in the cell of the living organisms is called excretion. The parts involved in excretion form the excretory system. In human beings, waste present in the blood has to be removed from the body. So, a mechanism to filter the blood is required. This filtration of blood is done by the blood capillaries in the kidneys. Kidneys are bean-shaped non-stop filtering machine in human body. When the blood reaches the two kidneys, it contains both useful and harmful substances. After the filtration, the useful substances are absorbed back into the blood. The waste gets dissolved in the water and are removed as urine. From the kidneys, the urine goes into the urinary bladder through tube-like ureters. Urine is stored in the urinary bladder. Urine is passed out through the urinary opening at the end of a muscular tube called urethra. The kidneys, ureters, urinary bladder and the urethra form the excretory system. An adult human being normally passes about 1.8 liter of urine in 24 hours. The urine consists of 95% water, 2.5% urea and 2.5% other waste products. Sweating also does a minimal role in excretion. It carries out salt and water from the body. When we sweat, it helps to cool our body. Have you ever noticed how other animals urinate? The way of removal of waste chemicals depend on the availability of water. The major excretory products in humans is urea. Aquatic animals like fishes excrete cell wastes as ammonia. Some land animals like birds, lizards, snakes excrete a semi-solid white colored compound, uric acid. What will happen if a person's kidney stop working due to infection or injury? As a result of kidney failure, waste products will accumulate in the blood. At that time, filtration is to be done through an artificial kidney periodically. This process is called dialysis. This is all about excretion in animals. Now, let us discuss about transportation system in the plants. We have learned that plants take water, mineral nutrients from the soil through the roots. Then the water and minerals are transported to the leaves. We are aware that leaves prepare food for plants using water and carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. We also learnt in the previous chapter that food is a source of energy and every cell of an organism gets energy by the breakdown of glucose. The cells use this energy to carry out vital activities of life. Therefore, food must be made available to every cell of an organism. Have you ever wondered how water and nutrients absorbed by the roots are transported to the leaves? How is the food prepared by the leaves carried to the parts which cannot make the food? Root hairs present in the root help to absorb the water and minerals. This is because the root hair is in contact with the water present between the soil particles, and it increases the surface area of roots for absorption. Plants have pipe-like vessels to transport water to the entire plant, like we have in our homes for the supply of water. For very short distances, water can move from one cell to another by diffusion. In the same way, water reaches to the roots from soil and ultimately to the xylem. The vessels are made of special cells forming the vascular tissue. A tissue is a group of cells that perform specific function in an organism. The vascular tissue for the transport of water and nutrients in the plant is called the xylem. The xylem forms a continuous network of channels. It connects roots to the leaves through the stem and branches, and thus transport water to entire plant. After the leaves synthesize food, the food has to be transported to all parts of the plant. This transportation is done by the vascular tissue called the phloem. Absorption of water and minerals is a continuous process, and all the water absorbed is not utilized by the plant. Leaves evaporate the unused water through stomata present in its surface to the atmosphere in the form of water vapor. This process is known as transpiration. The vapor of water from leaves generate a suction pool, the same that we produce when we suck water through a straw. This suction can pull water to great heights in the tall trees. Transpiration also cools the plant. So students, in this class we discussed about the excretion in animals as well as the excretory system in humans and also the transportation in plants. Thank you.